in the same town all my life, in Columbia, right over on Blossom Street. And worked with my family the whole time since I could have a job. My brother and my dad at Andy's Deli in 5 Points. Worked there 6 days a week, and all my spare time usually trying to write music. I kind of want to lose my mind when I'm writing a track, you know, just kind of go crazy, pretty much. Not writing it, but to take a step back from writing it and be so into what's happening that I just can't believe what's going on. And that's what all my favorite artists do to me, and I want to do that to myself and for other people. It's a whole lot of work. I hate to say that. I think I say that too much, but it's really true. You gotta think out songs a lot more. It's not just like matching two beats like people think, just like, oh, this is just what DJs do, and then pressing a couple of sample buttons. You have to compose the whole drum rhythm. It's much deeper than people think it is. All day, all I ever really do is just think about music and sounds. Kind of just sitting there imagining things or putting together things that might not even exist in my head. I just want to explore sound and see what can happen, see what I can do with what I've got. And it's not always about the things that you have to make those sounds with. It's what you do with what you're limited to, and pushing those things to their absolute limits. No matter what it is, you can do great things. The MPC is pretty much the brain or the epicenter of the studio, or all the instruments. Everything that's done is sending a signal, and that signal, it goes to the MPC. It's an integral part. With the use of MIDI, I can access any other instrument from any other instrument. Like I could say access the chord with the MPC's pads, or I could access the samples on the MPC with the chord's keys, or I could access a bassline synthesizer with the pads on the MPC or the keys on the chord, or even by tapping buttons on one of my drum machines. It sends signals in, out, and through each other as well as to the MPC, and the MPC remembers all of these signals that I send. Even twists of knobs and other tune changes or other parameters like attack, decay, sustain, and release, and all that can be recorded into the MIDI signal in the MPC, allowing me to play it back and not really needing anyone else in the studio with me. I operate totally by myself. Sometimes you can have what I sometimes call a beautiful accident, when you really screw up your original idea of a track you're planning to make or making, and end up going a total different route. But it's not bad. You end up making some pretty interesting discoveries, and the track or song takes a completely different direction than you ever thought you